Hello everyone. I want to start our tutorials on Next.js and tools I want to be using uh um termux on nice. I want to be using my mobile phone for these tutorials. So I'll be using termux. I'm using a code editor on my Android phone and my mobile browser. So as you can see on the screen, I just installed a new Next.js project, and this is Next.js 15 version 15. So this is a newly installed project, and this is my code editor, what I'll be using for that is to edit the code. So and this is a newly installed project. So you can see I have my node modules and other stuff here. So there's a project structure. The project name I use is first. I created it inside the folder called tutorials, and the project name is first. So these are the project top level files and folders. As you can see, this is the node modules public folder. So I'm using src folder where because Next.js 15 uses app router, so the app router is inside this src folder, and these are the files in the src folder, and this is .gitignore. This is where the files and folders that have been ignored by Git when you push to Git. This is a file configuration. Then this is eslint.config.js. So this configuration is used for setting up eslint configuration. Then jsconfig.json is used for setting up JavaScript configuration. Then next.config.js or msjs is used for setting up next configuration. Package.json is where the dependencies and scripts are being the dependencies that you have installed. This is where they are. Then post.css is for the tailwind. So this is just the node modules is where all your dependencies that you have installed are. That's where they have been created. They are the folders and every stuff like that. Yes, these ones are by default. I've not installed anyone yet, but anyone that's on my own. So these are and this all these ones came by default with Next.js installation. Yeah, this is where the public assets like images and stuff like that are being served. Okay, we've talked about this already. Because some people don't like using the src folder, but like me, I like using it. And if you don't like using it, instead of this src folder, you just see that this app directory there. So the app directory is the app directory, and this is where we create all our route segments. It's all the routes and segments we want to be publicly accessible on the client, that is on the browser. This is where we create all of them. And this page now, this page.js, that's the index page. That is the index page. Then the layout here is it's just a UI that is being used for every other pages. The root layout that is being used for every other page. This is where we can put, like, if we want all the pages to have the same nav bar or sidebar or footer or things like that. So this is where we design that. That is the layout. It's just a UI that is being used by every other pages, and this is called the root layout because it is in the root of the app directory. And this page here is just like the root page too, the index page, because it is in the root of the app directory too. So this is the index page, and this is what we have here on the browser. So by default, it came by default. We're going to edit that later.